students.
Always school.
Yeah,
Throw
I
some.
knew you were, I thought you were gonna be on,
Sitter.
you're a front row sitter, okay. All right, good afternoon. I called this meeting to order on this Tuesday. Excuse me, February 25th, 2025 at 5 p.m. in the Santa Cruz Valley Unified School District number 35 Governing Board Meeting, District Office 570, Camino Lito Galindo, Rio Rico, Arizona. Please stand for the pledge. Thank you. Ms. Fobian, can you lead us, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All righty. I mean, roll call, Ms. Fobian,
present.
Mr. Guerrero, Mr. Ramirez, absent. Mr. Ramirez absent. Mr. Beach
Present.
and Liz Vasquez, I'm here. We do have a quorum. Okay, thank you very much. Next subject, adoption of the, is that it? Adoption of the agenda? Mr. Verdugo?
No recommended changes, thank you.
All righty, good. Do I have to do the motion? Okay, motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Second, okay, we have a second. All those in favor? Say aye. All those opposed? Nay? Okay, ayes have it. Motion passes. Right, okay. The next subject is the call to the public. There is none. Okay, we move on. Section 2, executive session, subject county treasurer matters. Executive session, notice is hereby given to the general public that the governing board of the Santa Cruz Valley Unified School District number 35 may vote to hold an executive session for discussion or consultation for legal advice with its attorneys and or for discussion or consultation with the attorneys to consider its position and instruct its attorneys regarding county treasurer litigations and related matters. The governing board's attorneys may participate in person, virtually, or by telephone. Motion to convey to executive session in conference room 125.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Okay, we are now in the executive session.
Y'all. I guess might just want to see y'all. There's no need for baseball.
There's always a need.
Me too. Save it. So like you said, I don't.
Okay, here we go. Motion to reconvene to regular session? Second, okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Okay, motion carries. Number, presentation, subject superintendent's report, Mr. Verdugo.
Thank you. I wanted to congratulate a few students and groups that participated in activities this last weekend and had some success. Wanted to congratulate Jessica Sactava Galejo for finishing third in the wrestling state championship. So
Ooh, good job.
amazing thing. I just wanted to share. She wrestled, I think 4 or 5 times and wrestled a total of like 9 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh.
So she pinned, her 4 wins were all pins. And her 1 loss, she was in control and then got reversed. And the person that she lost to ended up winning the state championship.
Oh.
But she's a junior, so she does have the opportunity to come back next year and pursue that state championship like her brother. Her brother was the state champion. So I want to again congratulate her on her wrestling season. Wanted to congratulate the Hawks dance team, finished 3rd at the state championships this year. Which also this year, last year they were the state champions and they had 2 divisions. This year they combined to only 1 division. So there was the teams that they going against were much bigger schools like Chandler Hamilton finished 2nd. And so they did a great job. And I felt watching the video that they should have finished 1st, but that's my opinion.
We're biased.
Yes, of course, I'm biased, but they did an outstanding job. I just want to congratulate them on their success. And also want to congratulate girls basketball who competes tomorrow, I believe, against Estrella Foothills. They were the 24 seed, upset the number 12 seed in the first round. And so now they're on the Sweet 16. So but they're on the road, but I want to wish them luck as they compete in the state championships. So thank you.
Verdugo, will they be in Phoenix, Tucson?
Phoenix.
That will be in Phoenix also. Wow, that is amazing. Okay, moving on, subject governing board members report, Ms. Fobian.
You know, when I sit down and I go to look at the principal's report, they take forever to download because you've got so much information, so many pictures. It's worth the wait because it really gives such a clear picture of what all is going on, how you honor the kids, you know, monthly, the student of the month and all of that, but all the special things that you're doing. It is such a clear glimpse of what's going on. So I don't know who does it at your sites, who's responsible, but they do an excellent job and it is appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Guerrero.
Yeah, I just wanted to congratulate the junior ROTC for their participation at the river cleanup in the Tubac area. They did a great job. They cleaned up quite a bit of trash, a lot of tires. Looked like it was a lot of work. So, you know, I was pretty happy to see that they were part of that and they did their part. So congratulations to them.
Thank you. Mr. Beach.
Yeah. Mr. Navarro in the back, it's your month, CTE month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave you a shout out a couple weeks ago, but I'll give you another shout out. Thank you for all you do for our students here at Rio Rico High School. CTE, as you know, I think about 48% of our students go on to Pima College, to the universities, but close to about 50-something% do not. So the CTE programs opens up a wide array of job opportunities to get right in there right after high school. So continue doing a good job, Jimmy. Appreciate it. Yep. Let's see. Benny Hicks, not Billy Hicks, Benny Hicks. I think he took 2nd place at the elk shootout?
And the regionals in Las Vegas.
No way, he went to regionals?
Yes.
Ooh,
He was a
place.
state champ and then
Okay.
I should have.
So I saw that Benny. I don't know where he gets his skill from, but yeah, I thought Benny was gonna be a wrestler. Oh well. Congrats, yeah. I didn't realize, I thought it was the state.
He won the state and it was the regionals in Las Vegas.
Second place.
Yeah.
That's good.
And he lost in a 3-round shootout.
Yep.
So he almost was the regional champ.
Son
Won
of
the
a gun.
national.
Well, good job to Benny and his parents for supporting him. Yep. Mr. Verdugo had mentioned Jessence. She did take 3rd place. She wrestled the state champion. I think in the semifinals, was ahead by 3 and got caught in a move, and that happens in wrestling. It can change real quick. She came back, total domination. I think pinned all her opponents after that. and took third. So good job to Jessens. I was talking to Miss Renteria. Sophie went to her
For regional.
regionals to get to the national tournament. She faced the #1 seed. That was a tough match. And then the second, she lost 10-8. Mama said she got robbed.
Did.
Don't they always? Uh-huh.
But, but Sophie's doing an outstanding job also. It seems to be, I don't know, we're putting out some good wrestlers here in, Rio Rico.
Rio Rico,
Yep.
absolutely.
Who else? Mr. Knoit's daughter. She got injured, but I heard did you tell me she beat the state champion or?
Yeah, she pinned her in the second period
So
tournament that's this year.
without that injury, I'm sure she would have been up there on the podium, so. yep.
Absolutely.
So, I know she's going to the doctor, so a speedy recovery there. And let's see, what else? We got Ariana Villascusa was back in Japan training, then she went to Europe to a big tournament for rankings now. So they rank who's #1 in the world, et cetera. So she's on that circuit right now. So all these female wrestlers doing an
Wow.
outstanding job, so.
Isn't that amazing?
And yeah, congratulations to the dance team, third. And last but not least, the pool is now open.
Yes.
For business. I heard it's gotta be at what, 78 degrees, Mr. Lerner?
Mhm.
Which I don't understand because research shows that cold water is good for your immune system. We got the Polar Bear Club,
Mhm.
and I know that propane doesn't come cheap.
Polar bear.
But the weather's heating up, so
Oh,
cross
yeah.
our fingers, it stays hot, and enjoy the pool.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I got.
Oh, God, that was like, that's great for everything. Again, thank you for everything. I mean, everybody said everything. That's not fair when I come at the end, okay? I don't like this. But anyway, congratulations to everybody, the CTE. I mean, shout out to you guys, to Hicks again with his regionals in Vegas. The ROTC cleanup, the Hawks dance team, third place. I mean, the girls basketball, everything. The pool, thank you to all of them. Thank you very much to the principals for your principal report. I'm like you, I love to see those. It does take a long time to download them, but it's because they are packed. They are jam-packed with so many pictures and so many cool things that you know, that you guys are doing for our kids, and that's what it's all about, you know, with the kids and the parents and the people that are coming in from the community and everything, okay? I also enjoy looking at, okay, the discipline reports, and I get all like hyper when, okay, such and such a school doesn't have one. You know, it's how, you know, the kids are behaving, you know, sometimes all the schools have them, but there's sometimes that only one school does or two or whatever, and another thing is that the numbers are really, really low. I mean, before it used to be 3-4 pages of, you know, discipline, and now it's like 1 or 2 people or, you know, things like that. So, you know, you guys are doing an amazing job as principals and as teachers and whatever that, you know, all of us, you know, the whole staff, because, you know, remember, it takes a village to raise a child. So with everybody involved, I think our kids are going in the right direction. So, and that's all I have. Just thank you very much. Oh, one more thing. I'm gonna be a grandma again. So my son his wife is having a boy, so I'm very, very happy. He always wanted brothers, and my oldest daughter said, Mom, you know, my brother always wanted brothers, so God gave him boys. Okay, so now he's gonna have, this is his 4th, so I'm very, very happy. So thank you very much. Thank you. All righty, moving on. Information, disciplinary action, tolling agreement. And that was what we had done. Recommendation. Recommended action?
Yes, it's for you as well, to approval of extending the existing tolling agreement with Cruz County related to claims against Santa Cruz County and the Santa Cruz Treasurer, Elizabeth Guthfar, and the State of Arizona Auditor. So the recommendation is to approve as recommended.
Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
You need a motion. Did you want to say?
Motion, okay, motion, okay, sorry. Where am I? Where's my motion?
I can do the motion.
Okay, if you want to do it, go for it.
Motion to approve extending the existing tolling agreement with Santa Cruz County related to claims against Santa Cruz County and the Santa Cruz County Treasurer, Elizabeth Guthfar, and the State of Arizona Auditor General.
Second.
Uh-huh. Aye. Any further discussion? No? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Okay, next subject B, CTE FC FCCLA proclamations. Mr. Verdugo.
Thank you. I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Lardeville and Mr. Navarro, who will be coming up to share. I think we do have some student presentations related to this as well. But as Mr. Beach mentioned, it is CTE month. So I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
turn it over to Dr. Lardeville and Mr. Navarro.
Also be kind.
Good evening, members of the community, district administration and board members. Well, I'm in front of you representing CTE, but I'm not by myself. I brought my students here. Well, it's mainly students. And we're asking the members to accept our CTE month and FCCLA proclamation. And obviously that needs to be signed and photographed. I have my students, they're gonna introduce themselves to you. If you have any questions related to that. Introduce yourself.
Mhm.
Don't be shy.
We are
family.
career and community leaders of America.
If you have any questions.
You want to share what the proclamation is?
Yeah, what is the proclamation?
I can do the CT proclamation. It's a CT month and we would like the governing board to accept that as a demonstration of support for CT month and obviously for FCCLA, Ms. Mavis having the student.
Thank you.
I apologize. Our proclamation is for wanting to designate the week of February 10th to the 14th as FCCLA week.
And what is FCCLA? So I know that we know a little bit, but so that the community knows.
What you guys do?
So we are Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America. So what we do right now, we have teacher lunches that we offer for our staff. We also do caterings for community. For example, we did this catering up in Tubac, where there was an auction and we served hamburgers. I don't know if there was a social media post or not, but yeah, we did that. So we offer a lot of help to our communities and we do a bunch of caterings, and we're also going to be representing our school next week, going to our state competition. And there's 8 of us going, and we hope to place so we can go to nationals.
You know, the culinary arts, they also, you guys did student of the month and we were present there.
Oh, yeah, we were there,
Amazing
but
food.
that was really good, Also, when they did the inauguration to the, on the back, to the CTE, what was it, the little building that they did?
Fighting for the farm.
Yeah, that's right. You guys were there too. You guys were the ones that were serving, the lunch and stuff, right? Okay.
Festival among others.
Yes, really good job. Good job, guys. And
I see 3 culinary arts and then a peanut shirt, non-athletic. You part of the culinary arts or lawful?
Yes, I do.
Oh, but she's in the peanut gallery, right?
All right. Jimmy, sure.
Get her a shirt. She needs a shirt.
Yeah, you guys are doing an amazing job, and I know there's a lot more programs that Rio Rico has for our students, so.
Yeah.
Yep, continue, and yeah, you got Mr. Navarro at the helm. You guys are in good hands.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing what you guys are doing. I mean, it's like you guys have hands-on experience to a lot of things so in the future, if that's what you want for a career, because remember, you're gonna work the rest of your lives. And if you know what it is that you want, this is the opportunity to find out and do it. So good job, congratulations, and a lot of hard work. Thank you. Okay, so,
And
thank
we do
you.
have 2 motions related to.
Yeah, so we need to do the 2 motions, or is it just one?
You can do both.
Can do both at the same time? Okay, recommendation, motion to approve the Rio Rico High School proclamation designating the month of February 1st through the 28th. The first, because she had said the 10th, the 1st through the 28th of 2025 as Career and Technical Education Month as presented.
The second one? And then the second.
And the second one is motion to approve the belated Rio Rico High School proclamation designated for the week of February the 10th through the 14th, 2025 as Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, which is FCCLA week as presented.
So move.
Move second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Okay, ayes have it. Okay, motion carries.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Okay, moving on is subject C, Santa Cruz Valley Unified School District number 35 policies. Mr. Verdugo.
Thank you. You do have one policy, or actually a procedure related to a policy, which is procedure 4201B, liquidated damages. I'm
Okay,
gonna
yes.
turn it over to Dr. Lunderville.
All righty, Ms. Lunderville.
Members of the board, as you recall at our last meeting, we went through and identified and reviewed some potential procedural language as it relates to liquidated damages and as well as our contract language. Just a few, all of you have a hard copy of the
this one.
procedure. Ranji was able to provide that. A couple of things to note. I did add under notice of resignation, on the first page, third paragraph, the governing board may move to convene an executive session for discussion on the matter. And that was at the request of Mr. Ramirez. Furthermore, I went through and identified based off of what the governing board shared as concerns as reasons that an individual would request a waiver of liquidated damages. Those include professional advancement, which would be moving from a teacher to a principal to a superintendent, something of that nature. Retirement, physical move out of state due to the relocation of a spouse or certified domestic partner. Verified medical needs. And then a negotiation of an agreement regarding the resignation. So there are times when the to make a recommendation that is in the best interest of the district to allow that.
Well, that's something to me.
And then I did add letter F, which there was a split on that as to other circumstances to be out of the control of the employee or in the best interest of the district. Some of you did not want that, but others did. So I think that may be one point that you want to clarify before. The board does not need to approve a procedure. It should have the language that you would like to have in there, which is why we up for discussion.
Oh, the time frame on repayment that we have mentioned. On once whether they resign or assess liquidated damage, that they have 30 days to pay it or come under some type of agreement with the district. I sent it via cell phone.
Yeah, I believe it. Let me.
Okay, I didn't see
Because I
it.
didn't see it.
But this would work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Typically, Mr. Beach, I'm sorry, let me find that. Typically, we take the final payment from their final paycheck. But I do recall you sending that, and I know I put it in there, I just have to find it.
it's okay.
Are there any other questions while I look at that?
I did look at other districts' procedures and it's pretty much in line with what we have here.
Yeah, I did too. I was searching to see if there was anything that was different or really off and stuff like that. And we're basically, right there with, with practically 90% of the schools, that they all do practically the same thing.
And I did add the information about taking from the leave or FMLA, but I apologize.
Oh, no, I see it right here. Okay, the district, it's on the second page. Towards the end of the first paragraph, it says, the district may begin docking employee pay if the employee is absent without leave. Is that the one?
No,
this is more-
That asked that we have a timeline for repayment or agreement, which I can add. I can add to. I can just add that liquidated damages shall be assessed and paid by the employee at termination of contract by their last pay period or within how many days would you guys like?
You know what, why don't we just, we could either table it or approve this, it's up to the board.
The board doesn't approve this, Mr.
Okay.
So I can add it, the procedures aren't approved by the board, not on
I thought we were gonna make a policy.
approval. It was recommended that we go with the procedure.
Okay. All right, then, I'll text you that again and then, if we can add it,
I will.
then.
And then we can bring it back.
As an FYI, before we put this in the procedure, it will go under policy. So as I mentioned at the last board meeting, policy 4201 has specific language that state that individuals shall comply with and actual obligations. So that's the policy. The procedure by which we can assess or not assess liquidated damages is an attachment to that. That's why 401A or 201A is dress code. And then right below that would be 4201B, liquidated damages procedure. So I apologize,
And that's, again, the board is the policy creator and then the superintendent are the ones that implement the policy. So, but I also wanted to make sure, because you vote on, whether we assess the liquidated damage or not, that we're in line with what the board is wishing with, the procedure. So that's why we went through this process. So
just for the information, we'll be adding a sentence that says that liquidated damages will be paid by the employee within 30 days. I remember.
Okay.
The exact verbiage, but essentially that one, additional procedure.
Good.
Alrighty, sounds good. Sounds good. Yes.
I have a comment. I was not here for this
No.
meeting. So I'm apologetic, but I thought the purpose was to tighten it down because it was felt that there was not a lot of adherence and maybe it just wasn't clear enough or tight enough. When I read this, not having been involved in the discussion, to me, item E opens the door so wide that you once again don't have any clarity.
You see. hang on.
Which would be on the first page.
First page E.
the negotiation of an agreement.
Or F, you may want to turn it and read F as well, because that's very broad.
So we wanted it brought again.
No, I just put in what there were different board members expressing, so this was, it's the procedure that off of all the input. Remember, as of right now, there is no procedure or policy, what's in contract. Okay. We did not have that anything liquidated damage.
Well, Ms. Fobian, are you saying, take out E?
I can't for the life of me figure out what was trying to be said, except for it opened the door wide open to anybody, anything.
In other words, anybody can negotiate what, And that's what we were just trying to stay away from, which would be the gray area and also our feelings or our, oh, well, he's my friend or she's my friend, or I really like, that was the part that we didn't want in there.
I think if you look at F,
E?
other circumstances judged to be out of the control of the employee, or the best interests of the district.
Oh, equally as bad as E.
That would sort of be similar to E because
Very.
Yeah.
the superintendent, there's always gonna be cases where the superintendent has to say, you know what, this employee's gotta go, we just gotta get rid of him.
Yeah.
And so it seems like E and F just keep it,
Get rid of E.
We could also adjust the language so that it says, instead of using the word other circumstances judged, instead of putting that on the person to determine, we could just say that it's out of the control of the superintendent.
And we can always go into executive session discuss it
At
and
the moment,
either
if that happens.
assess liquidated damages or not assess, so.
Mhm.
And I did add that language,
Mhm.
paragraph,
The one that.
in the third paragraph, although it's required statutorily anyways. But just keep in mind that if an employee makes the decision to have it discussed openly, then we'll talk openly like in executive session. They have that right. They do not have the right to enter the executive session.
So does that need to be added to the procedure that we're gonna be notified 24 hours in advance in case we decide to go in?
That's in a personnel policy already.
Okay.
Already there.
And I asked Ms. Cabrera to give me policy in that letter, so this is just procedural. You'll follow, that we will follow in the event that an employee requesting resign.
And
You would like me to remove D?
I think F covers that.
Yeah.
I don't know, Mr. Verdugo?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm fine with removing E, yeah, and we've been F.
Just a quick question.
Yeah.
Regarding the timeline to collect the
Mhm.
liquidated damages. Allowing for the 30-day window to only take place if the employee doesn't have sufficient funds in their last paycheck. Otherwise, the district becomes
There you go.
a collection agency, and
Mhm.
that in itself, it's.
Yeah.
Would be a nightmare.
It would be, yeah.
It wouldn't be worth going to court over.
No,
No.
no, and we would
It doesn't
probably,
even meet the threshold,
Doesn't even meet the threshold.
Yeah.
yeah,
and it would be very expensive.
yeah.
So I can,
Reword it just,
reword that to say the liquidated damages will be by the within 30 days of the board's acceptance of the resignation, only in the event that the employee does not have sufficient.
funds in his last paycheck. His or her.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Mhm, yeah. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else have any?
Now you have me wondering. Do you want to add that last part? If it's a given that if they don't have the funds, they can still go over the 30 days and we probably wouldn't pursue it. Because the way I'm seeing it is if they're reading the contract and they go, okay, if I resign and I don't have some, I gotta pay it back in 30 days, it puts pressure on them. But if you add that other part, if you don't have sufficient funds, if I was an employer, I'd say, I don't have sufficient funds, I ain't paying it. So I wonder just leaving it out, even though normally they can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Word it.
In our contract, and I would have to go pull that contract language, it does specify that we will deduct it from their paycheck. It's in the contract language. I know of a couple of instances where we've done a stipulated agreement with employees who have been willing to, they've asked to pay their liquidated damages,
Payments.
in payments, and for the most part, that's rare. It's only happened times I'm aware of. Typically, if we're not able to get that out of the final check, it's very challenging.
I'm okay with either way you word it.
Yeah. Mhm.
I was just
Yeah.
throwing that out.
It's up to the board. If the board
Okay.
has a statement, then we can keep the statement. If not, it's in the contract. The language is in the contract.
I think to take away E, I think is the only one.
I think I'll just remove E. and-
Just remove E and then try to, to, not word it to where they have an out or something. We're leaving it up to you, so that, 'cause you guys know.
And we'll bring this back again with the final draft so that the board can.
Yeah,
can look
yeah.
at it.
Okay.
Because making it a procedure doesn't affect our ability of the contract language. That was our concern before.
Yeah.
So we can bring it back one more time, and if you guys review it again and think about if we want to be more stringent with the reasoning, we can definitely do that. I know Mr. Ramirez isn't here, but I know that he felt strongly about this topic.
Yeah, he was a.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very, very much. Moving on, so do I have a motion?
Nope.
Nope. Alrighty, so moving on, subject D. Propose and prioritize topics and possible dates and times for future board meetings, Mr. Verdugo.
I think I just wanted to remind the board that we only have one meeting in March due to spring break. And spring break is through the 14th, so our next board meeting won't be until March 18th. And then if there's any additional items for future topics, the list is there, but if there's any other items, I'll be happy to add them. to the
Does,
list.
okay, let's see, does anybody have any other items that they would like to add, Ms. Phobia?
No, thank you.
Mr. Guerrero?
None at this
None?
time, thank you.
Mr. No? And I have none either, so we can move on with that. So our next board meeting will be March the 18th. Alrighty. The consent agenda, sorry, subject move, approve of the consent agenda. Page, I can see. All righty, okay. Any matter on the consent agenda will be removed from the consent agenda and discussed as regular agenda item or items upon the request of any board member. Does anybody have anything that you want to remove, Ms. Fabian? No? Mr. Guerrero? No? Mr. B? And I have none either. Okay. So, motion to approve and accept and ratify the consent agenda as presented.
So moved.
So moved. Second, okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. And the next one, we have executive session, superintendent evaluation, okay, executive session. Notice is hereby given to the general public that the governing board of the Santa Cruz Valley Unified School District number 35 may vote to hold an executive session for the purpose of conducting an evaluation of the superintendent and possible discussion of records exempt from public inspection. Motion to convey to executive session in room 125 conference room. Second, okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Okay, we are moving into the executive room 125. Motion to reconvene, to regular session, Santa Cruz Valley Unified School District number 35 Governing Boardroom. Second, okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, nay. Okay, motion passes. Okay, and now we are, hold on, the adjournment. Hold on, I know. Okay, wait, okay. All right, here we go. This meeting is now adjourned at the time of 6:09 PM. Have a good night,
Well.
everybody.